Hey everyone, I'm your host, Davis Miller. I heard this is a comedy show, so I'm here to give you the best knee-slapping news content there is. Here is next week. Now. Well, while UT's sexual predators don't seem to be going anywhere soon, UT has recently seen the presence of a whole new group of predators. The Girl Scouts of America. Whether they're waiting to jump you outside of the UT co-op, or, pounce on you in front of the Barbara Jordan statue, or extort you outside of the Union. They are wherever you're at your weakest. Hungry and tired walking between classes, boom, you bought 8 boxes of Thin Mints, and you feel like an idiot. No comment there. Definitely not speaking from experience. Doing the walk of shame, well, now you got chlamydia and peanut butter patties. Drunk after a co-op party, bang! You've now spent your tuition check on 1,200 boxes of Samoas, specifically 1,200. In fact, thanks to your stupidity, the Girl Scouts are now the highest grossing business on Guad. And they don't even have to pay a lease. Not only is every business on Guad jealous, they've all seen a drop in business since the Girl Scout infestation began. Dunkin' Donuts, Baskin Robbins, Don's, and many other businesses have been forced out of business by the little bastards. The remaining businesses are not going down without a fight, though. Einstein's Bagels has been booting every single Girl Scout mom van that they've seen, while the co-op has hired the Minister of Culture himself, Mr. Matthew McConaughey, to personally smash every single Girl Scout wagon. Wadburger has hired a Navy SEAL sniper to sit atop the business and fatally shoot any Girl Scout that comes within 50 feet. Girl Scouts have been mysteriously vanishing around the Wheatsville co-op, but the business has asked to tell you that not to worry, and that they're now selling delicious Soylent Green for those interested. Taco Bell has hired our very own Cameron Rudine to sexually harass the young Girl Scouts until they leave. It's kind of dumb because he's been doing that for free up till now. But don't think the Girl Scouts are taking this one sitting down. Oh no, hell no. They've upped their business tactics so aggressively you'd think they were Macomb students. They have paid for buses to bring homeless people from California to Guad, disrupting various businesses. Do you hear me? They've weaponized the homeless. They also brought a UT brand from the co-op and twisted it into the shape of a Samoa, branding the employees of offending businesses with Samoa-shaped burns. Try resisting the urge to buy Samoas when they're literally burned onto your body. The Scouts have also been calling the police to bust several parties and then setting up shop right outside, having their customers literally running to them. We could easily just solve and mitigate this problem by shooting every Girl Scout in sight, but hey, gun-free UT means that we're totally defenseless. The Girl Scout cookie apocalypse has begun, but why pick the losing side? I've already got my Samoan brand scar, and you should get yours too. So, been wondering, what's the deal with people calling Pete Buttigieg a rat? That's let's Twitter user Canned Pears 1 says, and I quote, Pete Buttigieg is a little rat boy running around, eating cheese, and being a CIA plant. Even CNN had a news story about this, saying how Bernie supporters are bullying him. Clearly these Bernie bros are intimidated by my Rat King, and you know what they say, it's not over till the rat lady sings. Although Pete has made no official response to these tweets, we know how this is going to work out. At first, Pete was hurt, but he realized he is a man of the people. If the people want a rat, it's the rat they'll get. And so he studied them day and night for 3 days with no sleep, more than anyone else has before. This included watching Ratatouille around 28.3 times, or actually, specifically 28.3 times. While staying in the Democratic Party to earn votes, he started a sub-party within it called the Rat Party. Soon after, he announced this party at one of his rallies, also stating, I am no longer a homosexual. I am now coming out as a rat. At first, the crowd was quiet, looking around, not sure what to do. But, one man in the crowd, later identified as the only Barack Obama, started a slow clap, leading for others to join in until it became a roaring round of applause. Yes. So this news will spread across America. People start one by one. They start to feel something with this news. They feel acceptance. They have never had a candidate that was so honest. People of all ages and races start to think, this is the rat for me. And he won by 100% landslide. Even Republicans are voting for him. Whenever Pete was running for president, he copied his now favorite movie by having a rat in his hat that he cutely named Harry Buttigieg. When in the White House, he decided to fill out all the unused rooms by letting Harry's friends live rent-free with their own rooms. But eventually, he felt out, even with all these friends. He felt left out. Sure, Harry told Pete all about their way of life. Something didn't feel right, though. While he knew he could never fit into their personalized silk pajamas, he felt like an outsider because he was never asked about his body hair routine like all the rats. Pete also felt as if he wasn't living up to his initial announcement he made at the rally that truly changed his life. He wasn't rat enough. This led to Pete talking to America's leading scientist to convert him. While they all agreed that he looked rat enough in the face, he said he wanted his whole body to fit how he truly feels. After a long 3 months, they had their dangerous injections that could possibly kill him. But, it'll be worth the risk. If he can't do this, he doesn't deserve to live at all. It will work. Don't worry. Because, after around 2 shots a day for a month, he started to see a difference. His teeth changed, his body, his hair, and his nose actually becomes less pointy. The American people had all shed one proud tear that day. Children all across the nation tugged at their parents' sleeves, saying, Mommy, Daddy, I want to be like President Pete. While their parents had already been thinking the same things in their heads. Rat gene surgery will become the most popular surgery in the nation. Shaving companies go out of business with their products no longer needed. Cheese is now the #1 food product, with it now being America's biggest business. The American people beg Pete to stay in office, afraid that someone will come around and try to change these rat people back into regular people. He understands and obliges. Over the next few generations, we start to see tails grow from just small nubs to fully fledged rat tails. These tails will become all the rage during sex, with most rats preferring tails inside them over penises.
Oh.
Lucky for my girlfriend, my penis is already naturally shaped like a tail. Anyways, because our bodies will be so messed up because of the injections, penises will start to evolve to no longer be there because they're not being used. While this will start a whole sexual liberation movement, this will cause birth rates to drop significantly. Life is so good for these rat people, they won't even notice their population is decreasing. Eventually, wiped out. Pete will have lived through all of this, because the rat people would always volunteer their perfectly good organs whenever Pete needed someone to replace his decaying, old organs. Whenever the rat people are gone, Pete will turn to the real rats and crack a smile. Secretly, this whole time, he was working with the rats. They wanted the humans gone so they could have the U.S. all to themselves. They had tried something similar back in Europe with the Black Death, but it didn't work. Whenever we hadn't believed in Pete for the 2020 election, the rats did. They knew they could count on him. He was a rat before he even believed in it himself, before he believed himself to be a rat. Well, now on to the Next Week Now correspondent, Keegan Zipper's Wingstop investigation.